everybody, and welcome all to the Shadow Demon Vodcast. I'm your host, Shadow Demon. Today we're going to be continuing my playthrough of Backpack Survivors. Last time we unlocked the mage. I played around a little bit with him, and gonna make an attempted run with him. Quick. Lucky Clover, I think, is better than either of those for me. Doesn't help. Yeah. We'll take the extra defenses right off the bat. You know what? I'm gonna just swing for a Hellfire 4 with the mage. Hope for the best. Actually, I should be smart about this and... I could have spent more gold. Shit. I hit continue instead of refresh. Well, at least the first shop I'll be able to buy a lot. And I two-shot the enemy. Oh, they hurt. Let's see if I can find a chest. Ow. Oh boy. Nope. Okay, let's not screw up this time when I do it again. But hey, I got the Oops achievement. That was totally planned. 100% totally planned. Just going to immediately dive back in, because I don't get anything for screwing up. Rerolls are up at the top. Alright, at the very least, I can do all of that. That. Need some energy tags. There we go. And I will turn that into either a fire or cold weapon, depending on what I get. We're gonna freeze these. That. All right. It's looking like I'm going for a fire build. Shop is spawned, so we're going to get this loot and then kind of sprint my way back. That'll fuse. I want that for the fire wand. immediately start making another wand. And we're going to have that on deck for the cold. Or for the lightning wand. Definitely locking these. We'll take this. Now, wait. Yeah, we'll probably end up building into a fire run. Nope. Yeah, Hellfire 5 may be just a little bit too difficult without the talent points. We're gonna drop back to 4 and just hope for the best. All right. Definitely want that. All right. Make a beeline for that chest since I've been in the same spot twice now. And hopefully I can win on Hellfire 4 here. Still two-shotting the enemies. Gather up this gold. All right, let's see what I can get. Definitely want to snag that. That'll at least boost my damage a little. There we go. Freeze that. I'm also going to freeze the magical daggers. So I need 125 to get the 2 weapons. More would be preferable so I can get the bags as well. I just don't have the health. really have any talent points to spend. Currently set up for cold as well, not fire. Yeah, let's go give Hellfire 2 a try here on this map. Maybe I'll have better luck instead of trying to push my Hellfire level up. Energy tag. Yep. I want to get wands and do frost damage because it's currently set up to do frost with my talent points. Oh, these guys are even harder to kill. I need my magic missile to aim better. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get through this. Yeah, I can barely get any gold on this level. Yeah. So we'll just go back to the first stage, drop the difficulty down a bit, and actually get this guy some levels. Freeze that. That one. That I need. Take that. We'll need another one of these. Next shop, I can snag at least one energy stone to upgrade one of those broken ones. Yeah, can at least one-shot these guys. Plenty of gold now. So I can grab that. Just have that ready to go. Actually, I think I need one more space. Stick that there. That gives me 2 ones. I will freeze that. There's that guy. There we go. So now I just have to save until I can get into the shop again. Or survive. There's a... Alright. Drop another wand in. Lock that. Still got plenty of room, but I'll wait. I'm just gonna freeze the bow because I'll do the Flamecraft bow as well. Health. Just gonna heal up. There we go. Okay. Lots of bag space. Oh, fire potion. I need 3 more of them. All right. Lock that. Lock. Come on. Freeze that. Freeze that. I'm gonna get a void weapon just because the void stuff is super powerful. I'm gonna freeze that as well. I may do 2 fire bows, but I can always get another bow later. There we go. may also invest in some rings of health and other stuff just to keep alive. This is an early relic altar. That I can't pass up. 200 crit multiplier wouldn't be bad. I don't cause bleed. I'm gonna re-roll it. Yeah, nope. All fire weapons causing burn. Super good. My talents are spec'd out for cold, but with a relic like that, I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to do fire damage. Alright, I definitely want that, and that can go in place. Right, I need one more frozen core. Do I need 2 or 1? Just 1 there. Alright. Going to snag that. Snag those. Definitely taking that. Another one of those. Definitely locking that in place. Going void damage. I don't need that. Actually, I think I will find another bow and turn that into a fire bow as well. Apparently the shop didn't despawn, so we're just gonna collect up some gold, dive right back in. That gets me the Void Cane. Snag the bow. The last one of those done. Yep. I needed 3 there on that to make the cold wand. Whoops. Lock that. Nope. Got the flame crossbow. Definitely freezing that. I will get that eventually. Oh yeah, before I forget. Stuff that back there. If I can get another Void Stone, I will definitely take that. Yeah, the Iced Wand is good. The other thing I could do is turn it into elemental wands. I don't know why he isn't disappearing. Okay. So I'm going to... That's... Interesting. Well, if he's just gonna chill here, I'm gonna collect what I can. Get the Void Caller staff going. Start collecting these. Also, clearing out the slots. Lock that. Lock that. Don't need another Void Stone. Lock that one. I don't know why he isn't going away, but I will take it. Whoops. So close. No, don't want holy. Here comes the boss. So I at least made it to the boss this time, not dying. Yeah, I definitely got some kind of glitch because I shouldn't be able to go into the boss here. Actually, going to sell these. There we go. Don't really want that. Going for a reroll. Yeah, I'm going to take the extra dodge from the relic. And I don't need bags. Gonna get rid of that with a banish. I've got 7 out of 7 weapons. I'm pretty well set. I'm going to turn one of these into an elemental wand because that'll benefit from both the fire stuff and the cold stuff that I've got. When my bows go off, they kind of annihilate things. Let's see if I can find a treasure chest. Usually it's in the map corners. Go. Got lots of money. Oh, right. I need to drop a weapon first. Yeah, that's also an elemental wand. I will keep this on hand in case I get the item that gives me bonus damage for unique weapons, because then I'll drop one of these bows. That makes a bonus to fire, so I will snag that. That's just straight base damage. Alright. it's bulky. It also does lightning damage, which isn't going to get boosted, but at least the fire and cold stuff will boost it. Frozen core, Flamecraft. Can't afford. I may replace the Arcane Wand and the Arcane Wraps, because they're literally only buffing each other with that. Yeah, I want to add the Pure Luck to the fire. That I definitely want to do. Blazing Soul Pendant, I actually think lets me get additional weapons. Cold weapon with a crit chance of at least 30%. 18%, 13%, 18%. Yeah. This doesn't help me other than a little bit faster traveling projectiles. Yeah, actually. Sell those so they don't actually help me. This does more damage. Vampiric Gauntlets of Betrayal. I will lock that. And I will probably put that on one of these. They got a 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 4, 5.5. Yeah. Definitely gonna snag this. No, that's health. Oh yeah, +1 weapon capacity. Sweet. And we will just boost that a little bit. Now I can add this as well. what I can do is go like that. Now, both of them are getting life drain. Be better if they were a slashing blunt or piercing weapon on one of the other characters, but at least they'll drain some health from my enemies. Actually, I will replace one of these with a magic dagger, I think. Especially if I can turn it into fire somehow. Oh no, that's going to turn this into a void staff. I will definitely take that. Not sure if the shop is going to spawn again before the boss does. So we will have to find out. Definitely want to snag this chest. Start of the next level, I will definitely have plenty of money if the shop doesn't spawn before the boss. Yeah, no, he spawned and the boss spawned. I don't think the shop is going to stick around. Nope. And boss defeated. You know what? I'm just gonna lean. Oh, wait. Each time you enter a shop, there'll be at least one item offering a gold tag. That I will definitely take, because there are a couple of items that are designed specifically for fire and cold. Going to take a minute to organize this stuff a little bit better. Yep, I will definitely take the dragon mask. It's just pure fire damage. Dynamite is the better replacement for this. Magic daggers only deal 4 to 8. Dynamite is 64. Grab a couple of rings of health at the very least. can't afford it, but I will hold on to it. It just boosts fire damage even more. I'm just evaporating them. Definitely snagging this chest. Yep. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky and get the cold items that I'm looking for. Here we go. We're gonna actually. You know what? I've got the money. We're gonna drop that. We're gonna snag this. And give my dynamite the ability to drain life. Life drain dynamite. It's one way to deal with the enemy. Ooh. Up luck, up enemy count, up fire damage. Alright, we're gonna drop a ring of health, a ring of health. Then I can do 2 of the Flamecraft potions. Gotta do a bit of rearranging. There we go. $410 fire damage. I may actually get rid of the Vampiric Gauntlets if I find another one of these. That's only lightning melee weapons. Oh, Jewel of Haste. Jewel of Haste. That's massive, but if that will replace the Vampiric Gauntlets, and I can turn something into pure fire damage. Oh no, it's a molten charm stone. Never mind. I need to pay more attention. But like I said, we'll do that. Because that is better than the gauntlets. There are some good things I could put that on, but right now I'm focused mainly on the fire and cold. Nope, that's the wand. Nope. That's cold energy. We'll just get another one of these Rings of the Eternal Flame. There's a similar thing to this for fire weapons. Love to get it. Down all those. Fire gloves. Actually, I need that for the weapon capacity. Here we go. Blazing Ring. +2 projectile count and 50% cooldown reduction. Let's sacrifice that for this. Only affects fire-based ranged weapons. Alright. We can go this. Whoops. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. Blowing everything up. Time stop altar. Grab all of that. Dive back into the shop. Piercing weapons. Just gonna use another banishment on a weapon. That out of the pool. No, this doesn't upgrade to anything. if I was doing a fire energy or cold energy, this would be super useful. That's blunt weapons. Just not getting lucky in the shop. I'm just exploring to see what I can find. Yeah, but that's good only for a single weapon. Or the upgraded version of that hat. Blew all that money. Didn't find a damn thing. At this point, it's just wait for the boss to spawn and go from there. I hate the low hellfires because there's so few enemies. Gold Abyss affects cold weapons, straight up 50% extra damage, or 60 in total. Doesn't really help me. Quantum Flux Ring. It's fire and energy, so eh. Just not getting lucky. You know what? I want more enemies. Most of my weapons deal fire damage, so an extra 25% is helpful. Well, actually, net 0 change to my damage. And, face tanking the entire attack there was a bad idea. But I still won. That doesn't help me. These are great, but let's see if I can get something better. Screw it. Extra 50% damage, minus 50 armor. I'm a squishy mage. I shouldn't be letting them get close enough to hit me. Lava Core Band. Minus 110 cooldown reduction. That's a ton of fire in AoE. Oh, I'm locking that. Alright. Time to save up a 1600. I think it's like a momentum core or something like that. Will help me offset the damage for having the slow cooldown, because I think that'll push a lot of my stuff into momentum core range. So now I'm searching for chests and relic altars again. There's just... This one has Titan Souls. Double back and grab that. Just kind of annihilate everything. Chests are barely giving me any coins. I'm not even seeing any good altars. Oh boy. That was a casual, you know, 70 points of damage because no armor. Means at this point, I can't tank any hits. I need to be at least 1,100 coins after I finish off the boss. Hopefully this chest gives me lots of coins. 166. Now, at least I will have enough after I kill this boss. I almost ran face first into that guy. That would have been bad. This is entirely a glass cannon run. Oh! I got one tapped by that hit. Oh, I was doing so good. Alright. I don't have enough for bigger bag yet. Nor do I have enough for a loadout relic slot. Alright. At least I now have plenty of fire tags, or fire upgrades. I want to get this one for the projectile count on fire weapons. And the base damage wouldn't be bad either. That is nice. I will probably, after completing this circle, come down this way and snag that. All right. Gonna try a Hellfire 3 again. In hopes that I can get a repeat of the last one. Lock that. Drop Banish on that and that right from the get-go. Need one more. Excellent. I can do that. first shop I dive into, I will get a decent weapon. I'm going to avoid the glass cannon build, or the glass cannon relic on this character. Going for the boss right now would be dumb. Or, not the boss, the shop. Oh boy. Yeah, there we go. Plan is the same. Maximize the number of weapons I've got. Lock that so I can get it. Definitely locking this. That. Early relic altar again. That's not bad. The one about getting rid of common items would also have been good. Regenerating my health when dashing is brilliant. Out of curiosity. The gold on the ground is fake. It's a trap. Get you cornered. Don't really want another energy tag. There we go. Snag that, and this, and another one of these. On to fire runes, which is different than that. Really should have probably locked that bow. because the fire crossbow was beautiful. Continue to throw whatever I can at them. Alright, fire stuff there. Leather bag. Pocketbook. I'm actually gonna unfreeze the wand and just get the bow and a bunch of the flamecraft potions. Can't hunt for anything more. I'll probably also turn around and make one of the elemental staffs and see if I can get the lightning stormcaller, I think it is, staff, and replace the energy weapon that I've got, the energy wand, with the stormcaller staff. Two more. Perfect. That there. That there. That there. Just need one more. Excellent. How many do I need for that? No, wait. I need that. Oh, that makes a Stormcaller staff. All right. I will buy this as a backup. And so I need you to be an elemental. I need 3. Okay. I also need 3 flamecraft potions. It's alright. That hurt a little. trying to kill enough and get into the store so I can get the Stormcaller staff. Come on, a little bit more. Yes. Might take a few hits here, but... There we go. Lots of merging. Ah. We're just gonna stuff all of my fire-based stuff over here. Kind of split down the middle. That. We'll actually take and turn that one into the Elemental Wand, since the Elemental Wand will be useful. No matter what, it's going to be 3. Boost my fire a little. Perfect. Lots of fire tags. Alright, boss is spawning. Grab some health. Ooh, Relic Altar. I have to grab this. I don't stand still enough to... I'm not going to stand still enough for the Mistborn Cloak. Not likely to stay at full health either. Yeah, none of these are useful. You know what? We're going to go Devil's Piggy Bank. Every 66 gold, I explode, dealing fire damage. Excellent. Don't want that. 100% damage, 100% luck, all elites. Let's do it. Super early for this, so might have been a dumb idea. I will definitely get the money. There we go. Elemental Wand. Straight 46 points damage. That's only fire melee weapons. turn that into the Hellfire Hood and just see if it's worth having around. Yeah, whoops. Yeah, I gotta make sure I don't accidentally turn that into an elemental wand as well. Freeze that. I'm gonna freeze it just in case it turns out to be good, and the Ring of Health, because I'm probably gonna need it. I like the Stormcaller staff because it zaps a whole bunch of them. And that can soften them up just enough to be one shot by everything else. Alright, crit and fire damage. I will keep it, but it's not worth having. Kind of shift the block off so I don't accidentally create another elemental wand. I should have grabbed the Lava Surge belt too. That's good to have. Just gotta be careful how I maneuver. Luckily, it looks like the elites, with the one exception, are kind of slow still. So I think it just means that the enemies get lots of health. I'll take that just for the experiment. Freeze that because it also combines with my stuff. Something good. Well, at least there's a chest here. And the dynamite took out everyone around the chest. Going to grab... Okay, so that's the lava core band. I need 4, right. Boots of escaping. Flame forward. Alright. Let's make a couple rerolls. There we go. Just gotta slowly get through them. Has spawned. Excellent. Yeah, so Lava Core Band. That was the legendary. So everything gets a minus 45% cooldown reduction, but lots of fire damage, area, and projectile size. 1 dash fire damage, yeah, that's worthwhile. It's tempting to do the elemental wand. Because the huge boost in fire damage. I think I'm gonna hold off. Need to find some cooldown reduction. Use some more health just to be safe. Got plenty of weapons. We'll take that. Yeah, I'll probably rearrange so that I can get this and the ignition crossbow hit by the ring. The Forgotten King's Crown is also an easy take. I need to seriously reduce the cooldown. Probably start reducing the number of fire tags I have. Just because the massive cooldown on everything is going to be a problem. here's the Mage Lord. Try this again. Ow. I need some of the fire stuff that does health regen, like the Phoenix Feathers. I just barely survived that. None of these are worthwhile. Merchant's Blessing. 2 extra bag spaces. So now I have even more space for stuff. Snag all that. Dive into the shop. Okay. We're going to do a wee bit of rearranging. Plonk a great big chest in there. Grab the Forgotten King's crown. Band of Lesser Fury. So... power both of these up. So yeah, you're firing out 4 projectiles on that and 3 there. Excellent. If I can drop enough of these to fit. There we go. Now I don't need bag space anymore. I just need cooldown reduction on things, not more fire tags. this treasure chest. And dive into the shop. Yeah, with a bunch of my stuff being almost 6 entire seconds, yeah. I got a 46% cooldown addition, basically. It's only speed of 7. Get crit multiplier and lots of penetration. Anything else with real high projectile speed? Yeah, you. Dang it. Okay. There we go. That works. Gonna get a little bit of extra gold for that. You know what? I'm gonna lock that and just hope I can get a bunch of money. I don't want to take that. Alright. Just gonna snag that. Slowly getting these back to normal. That's a lot of gold damage. Yeah, we're gonna freeze that. Piercing melee weapon doesn't help me. That doesn't help me anymore. And the one I already got. That's a lot of fire damage, but I don't think it gives me cooldown. So we're just gonna go at it with this. Take a hit here. Everything burns and I get an extra 30% fire damage. myself a little bit more luck. So I'm gonna need it. Penetration stat of at most 3. Pen 11, pen 10, pen 1. Yeah, I got way too much penetration on the stuff I care about. Definitely locking that. Just barely surviving. We got time, so I'm gonna hit this magnetic altar. And then start making my way to the shop. That did set me back a bit. Picking up that extra tag. A second lava core band is a terrible, terrible idea. Oh, 5 energy tags. Oh, I'm going to lock that. Oh, it's probably from these. Got 1, 2 energy tags. That's 3. That'd be 4. So with that would make 5 energy tags. Oh. I have a terrible idea. Wait, it's 200, so I can't even test it. I'ma lock it. I may turn this into fire damage. Would I get 25 back for you? Yes. That is much better than the fire damage from the Dragon Mask. Annihilates when the elemental wand goes off. Okay. I'm gonna lose a little money on this, but 26 to 34 jumps to 45 to 70. I will take it. Another ring of health is a good idea. I need more of these Blaze Even rings. I think they come from a Ring of Greed plus the Fire Potion. So I can potentially craft them. Just need a few more kills. Ooh, that was close. If I let him get too close, it's gonna start hurting bad. Alright. Now, that's just the starred items. How can I rearrange this stuff? Trying to clean out certain areas so I can get the boots and the helmet back in. There we go. So at least these two now fire pretty quick. And those two are still firing pretty quick. that's net zero on anything fire. So. Eight seconds on that, 7 seconds on that. Good God. Actually, we're just gonna grab a second crown. That's just straight plus 25% damage. Mark of the Calamity. Affects all fire-based weapons plus 50% damage. So if I were to go and drop... Pair of the Rings of Health. Shift that to there. That to there. And just charge that up with some damage. Actually, going to drop that. Well, I deleted that boss. For every damage type that you only have, that doesn't help me. None of these are great. Spirit of Fire. Let's just add more fire damage. Yeah, I don't do void weapons. That would be amazing for a void weapon build. Yeah, Momentum Core. All weapons with a cooldown of at least 4 seconds. Can I get them to 4? 3 seconds. Wait. So close. Yeah, I want to keep those firing fast. I'd have to drop that as well. 4.04. That'd be plus 100% damage. And just 5% to everything. Okay, it is safe to shift these. affect that? Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. Just keep everything firing quickly. It also would have affected these. It could have been good. Oh wait, now that turns into the molten core, which I don't need. Already got one of those. At some point I should do a holy and a void only build. Make use of that combo. Just buff everything's damage. For altars. And these chests are also good. I honestly don't think I'm going to get much better than what I've currently got. Gonna try and wait out the clock. Oh, another relic altar. Doesn't help me. Might as well. I'm only gonna enter the shop probably once, maybe twice more. minute 30 before the boss spawns. Dive in. Nothing. Nothing. That's base damage, an extra dash, and some health, plus a bunch of speed. It's just a better version of those without the extra fire damage. Speed is how I'm being able to dodge stuff, so, and the plus 2 base damage is useful. It is tempting. I'm gonna freeze it. It's not a good idea, but it could be fun. Especially for the final boss. If I don't find anything better, I'm snagging it. Basically, I will refresh the final shop until I've got I'm close to the 1600, and if I haven't found anything better than that, I will just take it and see if I can potentially one-shot the final boss on Hellfire 3. I'm certain I will have unlocked the Pyro class after this run. Here comes the Mountain Moose God. This time I shouldn't be one-shot by him. Down he goes. Alright. We're going into the final boss, so I'm going glass cannon. Just push the damage as high as I can. Max of 500% extra damage for fire tags. You know what? Screw it. Going all in. Got 7-second and 8-second cooldowns on them, even with the ring. Oh, Lord. Bottled lightning. Yeah, that's the epic cold bow. Sell that, shift that there, sell this. Shift that there. Turn that into fire damage. 13 seconds! Oof. It might not fire in the last boss. Alright, let's see how much damage I can do to the final boss. Everything is going to take forever, so I gotta dodge. Yeah, when my stuff actually activates, I just tear chunks out of him. Haha! I don't think I took any damage in that either. Oh. Yes, I think I got the achievement for not taking damage in the final boss. Yeah, Elemental Wand was crazy. A couple more of them and I think I would have torn through them faster, because... Although, despite not buffing the Ethereal Shuriken as much as my other fire stuff, it still did crazy amounts of damage. Wand of Fire runes got sold pretty early. In all honesty, I should have made a bunch of elemental wands. Would have been a pain to get the things in there, but could have done some serious damage. Alright. Defeat an adventure boss without taking damage. This time, die within the first 60 seconds. Haven't done that yet. And I didn't kill 10,000 things with fire or frost yet. So I haven't unlocked those. I thought it was damage. Nope, it's kills. And I haven't unlocked all of that. That's going to take me forever. I might get this one. Don't think I'm ever getting that one. I think I got close on that last run. I have 69 souls, which is nice. I need 90 or 80 for the next bag, though. I will get that so I can have 2 relics active. Because, Shell of Demon Turtle, 30% chance to trigger explosions with the spikes. Oh wait, Totem of Focus. If you're staying at full health for 10 seconds, all penetration is increased by 3. I think the luck and the turtle is best. I'm halfway to both of these. Another couple of runs with the mage and I should have it. Five more. 6, 7. wait. 8, 9, 10, 11 more levels. I could potentially get there. But I think this is a good as place as any to call it a night, so I thank you all for coming. I hope you had a good time, and if you did, I will be live again on Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing some, or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing some BattleTech with the BTA mod. You can follow the links below. The YouTube link will take you to my YouTube, which is an archive of some of my older stuff, and the Twitter link will take you to my Twitter, where I occasionally shitpost. Otherwise, y'all have a good night.